Hey there guys, welcome to Dino's Vault once again and welcome to my review of the all-new Activa 125 2017 model. So in this video I'll be talking about the various features it has on offer, how it feels to ride, what all new it has on offer, and also I'll be pitting it against its arch nemesis, the Access 125. So without further ado, let's go ahead with this video. So this is the all-new Activa 125, at least that's what Honda chose to call this. So what all is new with the refreshed Activa 125? Let's find out. The most noteworthy change are the LED position lights that now come embedded in the front panel. Now, these along with the chrome accents do end up giving the scooter a modern, classy and premium feel. Rest of the design silhouette appears to be the same. Also, the part digital, part analog instrument console is similar to that of the preceding model. What's new though is the new color that's now on offer, particularly this matte crust metallic color. Looks pretty cool in the flesh. The paint job seems to be well done and the finishing is of good quality, at least that's what we expect from a Honda. We also now get a front hook in addition to the one underneath the seat. The front hook, in my opinion, really comes in handy to hook on the baggages conveniently, especially while returning home with all the groceries on board. We also now get a mobile charging port in the underseat storage area, which I think has become kind of mandatory for all scooters since we now live in the smartphone era. We also do get 18 liters of underseat storage, which is decent enough for a scooter. I'm unsure about the preceding model, but this new Activa 125 does come with a metal body, which makes it more durable. And just like all other two-wheelers for the year 2017, the Activa 125 now comes with a BS4 compliant engine. To know what is BS4 and its advantages, please go through the video link appearing on the screen currently. And to put it across briefly, BS4 engines are more environment friendly and put out lesser pollution. Also, the Activa 125 now comes with AHO or automatic headlamp on function, which means the headlamp comes on the moment you start the scooter. To know more about the AHO function, please follow the video link appearing on the screen currently. Other noteworthy features of the Activa 125 include the telescopic forks up front, which do make a whole lot of difference and end up giving us a more comfortable and pliant ride on our Indian road conditions. We also do get alloy wheels that add a premium feel to the scooter, and we do get a 190mm optional front disc. The drum brake model gets a 130mm drum brake up front. Also, we need to note that we get a 90x90 12-inch front wheel for the Activa 125, while the rear wheel is the regular 90x100 10-inch one. The larger front wheel does offer better stability and better control at higher speeds. We do get tubeless tires, which has again kind of become a regular thing nowadays. We then have Honda's patented combi brake system with equalizer, which pretty much ensures that both the front and rear brakes are applied together, even though you end up using only the rear brake. Now, this results in faster deceleration and reduces the braking distance to some degree, while also ensuring a safe and secure braking mechanism overall. Now, looking at the engine specs, powering the new Activa 125 is a 4-stroke air-cooled 124.9cc BS4 engine that puts out 8.52 bhp of max power at 6,500 rpm and 10.54 Nm of max torque at 5,000 rpm. Now, taking this out for a short spin, the scooter feels nice and refined, typically what we expect from a Honda. The initial pickup or kickoff that we get with the Activa 110 is not very apparent on the Activa 125. It takes just a wee bit longer to wake up. The acceleration is nice and smooth and linear. The seat is nice and long and comfortable, offering more than adequate room for the rider as well as the pillion. The engine didn't feel strained up to 70 km per hour, and the top speed claim for the Activa 125 is 84 km per hour, which is quite impressive for a scooter. The suspension setup is almost spot on and much better than that of the Activa 110. The telescopic forks up front and the spring-loaded hydraulic rear monoshock are ideally tuned to offer a comfortable ride on our Indian road conditions. The larger 12-inch front wheel offers a better front-end feel while doing speeds of 70+ km per hour and lends the bike much better stability. I rode the disc brake variant and the braking is indeed confidence-inspiring with the CBS system and the front disc on board. The front panels are well carved out, and this along with the flat floorboard offers decent legroom and knee room to the rider. Overall, the scooter is quite impressive and really comes well equipped to take on its arch nemesis, the Access 125. Next, let's just quickly compare it with the Access to see which one of them emerges as the winner. Power-wise, the Access puts out 8.6 bhp, whereas the Activa puts out 8.52 bhp, so the Access has the edge here. Torque-wise, the Access puts out 10.2 Newton meters, whereas the Activa puts out 10.54 Newton meters. So the Activa strikes back in this segment. But let me tell you one thing, guys, despite the increased torque that the Activa gets, I felt it to be a little laggy compared to the Access right off the mark, and that's because the Access is 6 kgs lighter, so it literally flies off the mark if you're riding solo. Now coming to the seat height, the Activa is more flexible and convenient here with a seat height of 765 mm. The seat height for the Access is 780 mm, which is quite decent too, but I believe shorter people and even average build people would be happier riding the Activa because they can easily and conveniently put their feet down on the ground. The Access wins the ground clearance battle too by offering 160 mm of ground clearance, but during my speed breaker test, the Activa fared well by gliding over them without scraping its bottom. The Activa gets 155 mm of ground clearance, and that's fair enough, I guess. Now looking at the fuel tank capacity, the Access gets a 5.6 litre tank, whereas the Activa gets a 5.3 litre tank. The Access is also longer than the Activa and hence gets a longer wheelbase of 1265 mm compared to 1260 mm of the Activa. The longer wheelbase results in better high-speed stability. Now, tire sizes are the same for both because both get a 12-inch wheel up front and a 10-inch wheel at the back. Both the scooters get telescopic forks up front, which ensures better ride quality. Braking wise, the Activa gets CBS with equalizer, but the Access doesn't get that, so the Activa offers better braking performance comparatively. Both the scooters come with a metal body, so fit and finish and build quality is good for both of them. Maintenance wise, both get a maintenance free battery, but the Activa gets a viscous paper filter which offers longer life and doesn't require cleaning at regular intervals. When it comes to underseat storage, the Access wins the battle here again by offering a whooping 21.8 litre of storage space, and the Activa on the other hand offers 18 litres of storage space, which is decent enough too, but not as generous as the Access. When it comes to looks, the Activa offers a slightly modern look with the blackened front visor, the LED position lights and the chrome accents up front. The Access on the other hand offers a more retro classic look similar to that of a Vespa, so it all boils down to personal preference and taste as to which design appeals to you the most. Coming to the fuel economy section, the Access claims a mileage of 64 kmpl, whereas the Activa 125 claims a mileage of 55 kmpl. Either ways, practically anything over 50 kmpl is acceptable for a 125cc scooter in my opinion. Price at showroom Hyderabad for the Activa 125 drum brake variant is Rs 59,855 and for the disc brake variant is Rs 64,342. The Access on the other hand retails at Rs 57,778 ex-showroom Hyderabad for the basic variant and at Rs 61,150 for the disc brake variant. So the Access also enjoys the price advantage here by being around 3k cheaper than the Activa. The Activa, however, justifies the higher price by offering better engine life and the combi brake system to ensure a safer braking mechanism. So both the scooters are equally good in their respective manner. I just hope you found this comparo useful. Until next time, this is Dino saying ciao. Take care, God bless and ride safe.